Thank you. It is quite extraordinary that we can have in this room the head honchos of Brussels, Mr Juncker, the Belgian Prime Minister, the leaders of the big groups, to discuss the future of the European project, and there's barely been a mention of the biggest, most dramatic event that has ever happened since the foundation of the European treaties 60 years ago, namely Brexit. You don't want to talk about Brexit. And I wonder whether it had actually ever occurred to you, Mr Juncker, that when David Cameron came here to negotiate with you, had you given him just a few modest concessions, had you given him the ability to control our borders a little bit more, Brexit wouldn't have happened. But no, we don't discuss that. No, what we do is we say to ourselves that our citizens want more Europe. I've heard it again and again this morning. There are some, like Mr Verhofstadt here, who seem to think that this flag represents a European identity, and he clearly identifies as a European. Many of you in this room identify as Europeans, but you're missing something. The peoples of Europe do not identify with that flag. They do not identify with these institutions. There is no, oh, well, if you're on the payroll, it's easy to say it works, isn't it? But actually, out there in the real world, there is not a European demos, there is not a European identity. Maybe, but maybe, there may be one exception. There may be one exception, and that could be Belgium. Because nobody ever dares tell the truth about Belgium. Belgium is not a nation. It's an artificial creation. I know the Brits did it. Maybe once again we can be blamed. But the truth is there are two parts of Belgium. They speak different languages. They dislike each other intensely. There's no national TV station. There's no national newspaper. Belgium is not a nation, and maybe that's why you're happy to sign up to a higher European level. Well, if Belgium wants it, that's fine, but I can assure you, and you can scream and shout all you like, just look at the election result. You're losing, folks. You're losing. Brexit is the first brick out of the wall. You've learnt none of the lessons. The days of this project are over. We want to live in nation states, not false artificial creations. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely time. Oh, enjoy the European elections next year. They're going to be great fun.